Hello and welcome to Vella's art channel. In this video I'm trying to be more entertaining, but I'm going to show you how to make a skull, or try to. Well, I've already kind of done the middle and the end, so I thought I'd show you in stages and the beginning. So let's start. So let's get some clay together, because you want try to get the shape of the head or the skull. So you can say that's going to be the back, can be the top, like the eyes and the nose, and then the jaw, and then you just quickly seeing this is air drying clay, you know that, as I said before in my previous videos, the longer you handle it, the more it's going to dry out. So you just got to be try to be not quick as possible, because you can always wet it with some spray of water or something. Alright, I'm trying to find my rhythm when it comes to making videos, because it's not straightforward, but I hope this video is more entertaining. So I'm just smoothing it out, right, because you don't have to just yet. I'll put it up there. So it's kind of already got the shape of the skull. That's pretty good. I wouldn't say don't be afraid of putting too much clay on, because I like to add the clay on and then take away when it comes to the detailing work. Alright, so I know from previous experience the foreheads here does stick out quite a bit. So I'm just going to put a plot more clay on. When it comes to holding it, I like to use the palm of my hand, because the jaw is going to be lower. So like that, if that makes sense. So you kind of support in the jaw as well, so it's not just going to break off. So you just want to add the clay, and then when you take it off, you can get scraps on your table, but then you can just scrape them up at the end and reuse them. Like, you just wet it, stick it in some water, or you just stick it back in the bag and just let it get damp again, and you can reuse it in a couple of days. Alright. And nose. I currently got the camera above me, so like a bird's eye view, so I can't knock it with my arms, so it'll be a bit easier to make stuff. But then I'm finding a little bit tricky if you actually can see it. So kind of add the nose there, that's going to be the drawer, kind of. You could always add a bit more. And to make it easier, get your thumb and push in for the eyes. It just makes it easier to work with, if that makes sense. So you go, alright, this bit needs to come up out a bit more. If you do like these videos, please like and share, because it will help me out quite a lot, telling the truth. Alright, and then well, looking at this one, I did print it off 2D print pictures of skulls, but I actually was a really good reference, and I spent some time doing this, and I find it better going from a 3D object than a picture. So if you got like a skull anywhere, just use that as a reference, if that makes sense. So I know also the... Alright, so let's carry on. Just a bit more there. So these come out a bit. And seeing that it is really soft clay right now, you can probably use a bit of force to budge the clay where you want it. So I'm using that part of my thumb to push all the clay. Oh, this kind of looks a bit weird. Let's get some more clay. Alright, put there. I'll probably put some here. Because when the clay is hardened a bit more, I find it's way much easier to do the detailing. So just get on where you need the clay to be. I'm probably repeating myself a few times, so I'm trying to be a bit stupid now. Well, I don't know what to talk about. Other than it's really tipping down that side, but it's kind of nice to listen. Yeah, stop talking again. Right, let's get a tool. Alright. Seeing it is quite soft, so I can see if I can budge up. That's that. Alright, it looks really silly, I know. But you can always, once you start carving, you can always add. So what you got to do next is just to work out where the feature's going to go. Okay, so for example, you got the eyes. So let's say that's going to be the mouth. Hopefully that's obvious. So then we can work with the jaw. So with this one, I got it like that, and this one just comes up around, and I got like that. So that's all we literally got to do. and then just literally just start removing until you get each feature correct, or to the way you like it. I don't want it too much. So this bit goes around. Just take your time, listen to some music, or watch. Telling the truth, when I was making this one, filming it, I stopped to make a cup of tea, and I started watching a couple documentaries about space. And when I got back, I forgot to carry on recording. I just carried on watching the documentary. So yeah. But the documentary was quite good. It was about space travel and colonising Mars and how we do it, and crazy things happen in space and like stuff like that. Depends what you're into. I haven't watched a documentary for a while. So as you can see, even though I added the clay, I'm just carefully, seeing it's soft, you don't want to put too much pressure. I know the teeth is going to be lowering in a jar. Basically, you just keep on taking away. The nose is actually goes in more than the forehead, so the forehead comes out more and the nose goes in more. So I'm also got to take out the nose, so just start small and then just remove. I wonder where my dog is, because she left the bedroom. Oh, I think she's coming back now. Wait a minute. Bella? What was he doing? Where did he go? He had something to eat, probably. You're a good girl. She's trying to get my attention now. See, I'm starting to struggle with the clay because seeing it's so soft. But all you gotta do is just keep working at it. As you can see, that's the side where I just put all the clay together, smoothed it out, and then I just did the lines in the start carving away where I want it. So I just start getting the features. So I'll probably start going on to this one, because this is actually a couple days old, so it's going to be a lot easier to carve, and all I got to do is just wet it a little bit and it will still be, I can still add one. See, when I push, I literally got to push quite a lot of force just to get a little bit of clay off. So this is what I find, this is the best. Also, when it comes to the bone, don't have it straight down. Have it, your tool not straight down. Have it on the angle and kind of like dig under the bone. So when you look at it from the side, it actually gives the impression it curves right around, when actually it's just one solid piece. It just literally, as I said, this clay is, I really do advise to go make a cup of tea, go play a game, and then come back, because it will be a lot easier to handle and to add or remove. And you can, it's still, you know, you can still smudge the clay around, so don't worry. So you just want to carefully keep on removing the clay, even though you just maybe spent a while adding the clay. So I'll be okay, I'm alright for that side right now. So let's do a bit of the eyes. Make it round. So sorry, I got to have it on this angle so I can actually see, because if I like that, it's just, I can't. Also, kind of the side here, it's kind of got to be flat a little bit, because we do have a side. So you just want to make it look like it does have the right proportion, if that makes sense. So that looks better already. So all we got to do is just don't know what to talk about. I've seen a painting of a wino, and I'm tempted to make one, because I haven't made one before, so it'll be a new experience. I think I might do a raw frame this time and try to show you how to make clay on a wire frame so it can stand up, where this is just one solid piece, where the next one I'm thinking about is just more. So just keep on removing. Let's see how much time left. It's recording. I have so much trouble recording. I've kind of got let's quickly show you my setup. So I currently got these clouds, so you could say that's the beginning, the middle, the final product. But I just got the hook. It goes down attach my phone to that. I have a mirror, so I can just look up and try to see if it is okay. See if it's still filming or not. And like that. Let's plug it in again, because last time my phone died. But I don't want to take too long because I don't have a lot of memory on my phone. Okay, let's get back to this. You know, literally just save the scraps, because you can use them later. Okay, yeah, you can still see that. So this is when I'll put something on to watch, if that makes sense, because this can be a bit tedious. But I'm gonna cast this in resin so I can make copies of it, if that makes sense. And this one is kind of looks a little bit angry, so I'm gonna make this one look. It's more with the eyebrows, these bits. If you change that, it will give you the impression of the skull. If you keep pretty much everything else, keep everything else the same. It's the eyebrows, so you can make it look angry. Just keep removing this bit. Is it the cheekbone? That bit sticks out. And everything else is kind of on a lower level. But I'm still just defining the features. Let's move that out. Just keep on removing. I don't know how to make a time-lapse video just yet, so this is probably why I'm talking. I don't know what to talk about because I haven't done anything today. I just woke up, set up a online thing so you can start buying my products from my website if you want to, but I worked it out, but I haven't added them yet, so I thought I would like to finish this off because it was annoying me that I didn't go straight forward. Yeah, just a little bit more, and bit more. I normally have 2 dogs with me, and then they all keep each other entertained, but today I just got the one. But she's trying to get my attention. Aren't you, Bella? You're a good girl. And just keep removing. Also, between the eyes, just take away a little bit. Oh, I see, it's still soft there, so I can just use my finger to move the clay out of the way. So I'm going to work on one side and leave one side as I found it, because then you can kind of tell the difference. As you can see, I'm not really taking little bits off, it's just tiny little scraps. And it is still soft, so you can always pull it back. That's what I like about air drying clay. And if you haven't struggle, it might be, some people said to me, you know, take a picture, have a look at it, have it upside down, pull it down, walk away, or pull it down, have a look at it from a distance, or from a different view. It can help you out with the proportions and the, you know, what you got to do, what doesn't look right. I would like, actually, seeing it's still damp, smudging the clay on, I would like to add more here, because I don't think it sticks out enough. So it'll probably take too much already there, but it's alright, because I can always put clay there. I think a bit more. A bit more. And I can already start to tell the difference, because this side kind of curves. Just keep on. Removing. I like to use my finger as well to smooth it out, because it's a lot drier. Don't know how many times I said that. I'm not exactly happy with that bit. I think that bit needs to be removed. See, I did too much there. See, now this one's higher than these, so let's remove some clay. Again, just a tool on an angle, push underneath the bone, because then it looks like it's in parts and then just one bit. Just keep on moving. To actually, I'll show you in a second. Bum 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 bum. Ooh, I stopped talking again. It's not very entertaining. I feel like I'm repeating myself or just talking rubbish. Yeah, so from, you could say, for a blob, something like that, and smoothing it out, to putting the lines to where you want them, and then just keep on going over it when it's dried. And when it's dried, you could probably do a lot better detail. So I'll put that there. So literally, that's the tedious bit. You just keep on removing where you think it's not right. As I said, don't worry if you took too much. You can always put it back. Just wet it and put it back. You're like, oh no, I put too much there. So blub, and just rub it back in. And you can always use the tool to smooth it in where your fingers can't reach. So you just got to keep doing that. And especially with the mouth, the teeth, should I say. I left it to last, very last, but in this case I'll show you. All I did was start in the middle, do a line down, and then literally line across. And then when it's hardened a bit more, it will make it easier, because if I use my tool now to carve out these, I have to be really careful when it'd be easier if I just wait for it to dry a bit more. This one's been like 48 hours maybe. So hard. So here with the teeth, it's going to take a lot more effort for me to destroy it. But these tools are really handy because they come in all different shapes and sizes on the end. But this one, it's like a dentist tool, so it's like a long pin. And then you use that to go over the lines where you've been to give it some depth. And just in the middle. I messed that up. Pushed way too hard. That's right, because what I'm going to do next, where's the whip brush? Just to see where I'm going. So at the bottom of the tooth, it's lower. So you kind of just sand up the bottom, so the top of the tooth. So I'm just going on the sides to round the edges out, so they don't have corners, because teeth don't really have corners. That's a bit funny tooth. That's right. Keep going. Just keep going. Seeing this is hard, and you can start. Oh yeah, like when it comes to under the eyes, next to the teeth, it's like it goes in. That's how I've got it. But if you're going to cast this in resin, you got to also think about the design, because you don't want my previous video got rubber bit get stuck, and then you have to cut the rubber, and then that will affect the second design, if that makes sense. But, so I don't want to take too much from there. So I start to. It's a bit hard to tell how much pressure I'm putting down. And I stop talking. As you can see, hardly any clay is coming off, because this is being out in the air for a few hours, quite a few hours actually, and it's gone hard basically. So I'm just going in the bones, so it can just looks like it's more multiple parts than just one. And just keep going. Get rid of the dust, because or the scraps, because that can actually block your view, and then you could be doing more damage than good as you think at the time. Just keep on moving it. You can also think that, because I'm going to cast this in resin, there's some bits I can probably make a bit more thinner, because the resin is quite a strong material. I think that'll be enough. And so it's just looks like there's more to it. There's more meets the eye. Right, let's see if... Do you like prefer that? Or like this? Because I actually think that's too much, actually, I think. Good to go to opposite direction, where you're, so if I'm scraping that way, it's good to go that way, because it gets rid of the lines as well. Oh, it's really tipping down outside. I'm inside. Obvious. Round that out a bit more. So take your time, because I'm going to cast this in resin, so you kind of want to get that right the first time. But I may be all completely wrong about the skull proportions. This does look right to me. So I'm just going to keep going. Keep going, because you want to copy the other side. Oh. Keep going. Keep going. I'll say I'm actually getting quite happy with this now. I don't think there's much more I could do to it. I think I'll carve my name here. I still think this needs to be a bit more flat or straight. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. If you got like any, because some clays, depending what the clay is made out of, you may have some fabric in it. All you got to do, like I see it in between the eyes. Otherwise, don't pull it, because if you pull it, you can take out a chunk of clay. So just with a lighter, just go. So be careful when you use a lighter. Safety and whatnot. But it'll just get rid of the airs sticking up, which may affect the painting. That's better. So, like that. So it's quite simply a quick recap. I'm actually quite impressed. I'm doing this in one take. But yeah, so plop of clay, get together, smooth it out. With your thumbs, use the fingers, and then you put the nose, mouth, build up the features. That's just the cheekbone, that's the jaw. Actually, the jaw should come out a little bit more here, for example. So it's still wet, so I can still add clay. You know, just keep on. That's like the temple on the side of your head. So looks rough, looks like a kid, but then all you got to do is just keep on working on it. Just keep on working on it, and keep on working on it. And like, if you I'm getting bed, get a poo bag or just a plastic bag. Just put some spray. Actually, I put that one in there. Wrap it around, make sure the air can't get in. And put it. Hi, welcome back. I don't know why, but the video just cut out on me. So, but of course I carried on. So, when it cut out, I was explaining, if you're planning to go bed, just put some spray in here, in the poo bag or a plastic bag, wrap it around, make sure the air can't get into it. That's good for a couple of days, and if you're going to be longer, just open up, put a bit more spray in there, and then close it. And with the little bits on the table, I've already put the little bits away, so let's just make a couple more bits. Don't put them in the bin, because they can come in handy, even though you got some dry bits, so you clearly tell there. You know, the whites and the darks. The dark is the damp and the white is the dry bit. As long as you've just been using clay and it was clean, just get all the clay up again, and then damp it and put it back in the bag for later use. I will also again suggest, if your hands are like this, like big chunks, don't wash your hands like this. Take your hands off. Take your hands off. Take your hands off. Rub your hands together. Just get all the big bits off. Dry it is the better. And then wash your hands like this. Have it on the pressure on quite high, so it's not slow flow. So you can easily so you won't block the sink. And then after you wash your hands, just leave the tap on for a little bit longer, so it won't you're letting the flow carry on. But this is Vella. Thank you for watching. I hope you may have learned something on how to make a skull, because I know I did, and I've got 2 more skulls to finish off, so think of it as like practice. But I'm going to leave these ones to dry a little bit longer, because I don't really like carving with soft clay. You can add the clay when it's soft, but when it comes to carving the hard details, it'll be a little bit harder. So yep, this is Vella. Thank you for watching. Please like and share, because it will help me out quite a bit. And if there's anything you would like to see, let me know. I do have a Facebook page and a website called VellaArt.com. Soon I will start posting my artwork on my website to sell. If you'll be interested in a buy, please check it out. I'm still working on the website, because all of a sudden I just woke up. I feel like I'm gonna make give this a go. So please help me out that way, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.